And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. Some breaking news for you tonight. Yes, it's very late, I do apologize, some of you probably chilling, but as always when we do come on a live stream, it doesn't mean, there's not speculation and all that kind of stuff. We have got confirmation from some very good sources, the ones who actually broke the news with regards to the interest in the player, that Martin Zubimendi has rejected Liverpool. Guys, that is breaking news this evening. Of course, we are going to dig into the story, but as always, do get involved in these live chats. You are part of the community. I want to hear from you guys down there in the comment section below if you're watching this live. In fact, go into the live chat if you're watching this live, and if you're watching on a replay again, do let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. So Zubimendi, of course, was the first bit of transfer news that we actually got and received on for Liverpool in this transfer window. It's been very quiet for us over this summer, to be perfectly honest, and then we started to get something good that was coming out of the Liverpool space, and that of course was that we were in the market for a number 6, and that the number 6 identified by the football club was Martin Zubimendi of Real Sociedad. Even at the time when this one, of course, did get brought up, there was a lot of speculation maybe that he could indeed reject Liverpool due to his previous history. Martin Zubimendi's a Real Sociedad boy, loves the football club, boyhood club, and actually before the Liverpool's interest did reject possible moves from Arsenal, Bayern Munich and Barcelona, and it was always going to be said that it could be fairly complicated with us potentially getting the deal over the line. However, of course, Revelo, who have been reporting on this story for much of the transfer window. In fact, they were the side that were they were the source that were peddling the story that Liverpool were interested in the player. And over the last couple of days, we've received a few different updates from, Fabrizio Romano and co. That basically Liverpool were, in the market and still waiting and waiting on this deal. They did state that Real Sociedad did make a bit of a last-ditch attempt to try and keep him at the football club. But it all seemed on our front that, of course, we were going in for the player and that there was a confidence on our side that we were going to be getting it over the line. However, as stated, ladies and gentlemen, we have received confirmation from Revelo tonight that Liverpool, that Martin Zubimendi has rejected Liverpool. What came out from Revelo basically was Zubimendi rejects Liverpool, and that was pretty much it from Revelo. And to be fair, how we know this is a good source is, well, because Fabrizio Romano has been sort of quoting them, Paul Joyce and co have all been quoting them as well, and it has been this sort of narrative, this story with regards to the situation for much of the transfer window, that a lot of the news was coming out of Spain and coming from Revelo. And this is the situation that it is at this moment in time, that Martin Zubimendi has rejected Liverpool's proposal to stay at Real Sociedad. This has now been followed up by sort of sources close to Liverpool, the usual sort of Lewis Steels, and he's basically said that Liverpool are unlikely to sign the number 6 this summer, are unlikely now to sign a number 6 this summer after Zubimendi's rejection. So it might not be a case of actually going in for another one. It looks like it's going to be, Zubimendi was the player that we wanted. However, it does seem as though it's that rejection is there for all to see, and it means that we're not going to be going in for the player, which is pretty unfortunate from our point of view. But yeah, that's coming out of Spain tonight, that Liverpool are not going to be getting Martin Zubimendi after he rejected a potential move or to come over to Merseyside, which is slightly gutting because this player was, really good for us. I feel like he was the perfect fit. I've spent countless hours studying. Well, so we've been studying the player. The Panenka team have been. And to be fair, I'm taking credit. My researchers have been spending countless hours watching footage to get videos ready for Panenka. We actually had a 20-odd minute video dropping this week, pretty much. I was finished with recording it just as just sent it across to the editor, and then we got the news this evening. So Mo, if you're watching, yeah, gutting news all around, especially from our side of things as well, because we had a big banger ready to go in terms of the deep dive. But this is the nature of the transfer window, unfortunately. And yeah, this is transfer. This is how it can go. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised by it because all the indications did seem as though that Liverpool were going to land their man. And it did seem that Liverpool were going to get this one over the line, and it was going to be a deal that we were all going to potentially celebrate and take us to that next level. Perfect player to fit into the sort of number 6 role, playing that sort of double pivot that Arne Slot likes to. A guy who's great on the ball, great off of the ball, and yeah, would have been that sort of missing cog, missing piece for this Arne Slot situation. So that's the breaking news this evening, guys. I know it's super late, but it does seem as though Martin Zubimendi will not be coming to Anfield, and it's been followed up now by Liverpool sources basically stating that Liverpool are unlikely now to sign a number 6 after Zubimendi's rejection. So it seemed as though all our eggs were on that one. We know how Michael Edwards works. We know how he goes about his transfer business. You know, if it's a player that they like and have identified, they'll go in for him. If the right option's there, they're not just going to take the piss with it. Some people were saying, well, let's go for Andre Ederson. Some would even say Alan Varela. But, you know, that's how FSG don't really operate. You know, Michael Edwards doesn't operate like that either. He doesn't like to just go in for random players just for the sake of going in for random players. And as stated, you know, Liverpool correspondents have basically stated now that we're not going to be going in for a number 6, which is frightening. It's genuinely frightening. I think throughout pre-season we've already seen that we need a number 6. I think it's been clear to the fans that don't necessarily, you know, go dive into match analysis and stuff like that, go too much into the tactical side of things, but can just give it the eye test and go, yeah, Liverpool need a defensive midfielder. It was clear as day. And of course, it's a blow. There's not much Liverpool can do in front of the fact that they've offered a competitive wage packet. They're willing to pay the money that was there in his release clause. But it's just the case of the player not apparently wanting to come to the Reds, which is super unfortunate. And yeah, it's super frustrating. And it's all of the stuff was there. You know, Paul Joyce said earlier on today, you know, Paul Joyce, probably the most reputable journalist within the Liverpool space, came out and stated that that everything was looking like it was going ahead, and Liverpool were confident of getting the deal done and wrapped up over the last couple of days. He literally said 6 hours ago, Paul Joyce, Liverpool believes Zubimendi was convinced his future lays on Merseyside. Basically said Real Sociedad have cranked up the pressure on Liverpool's target by telling him he must trigger his own £51 million release clause from his boyhood club. So that's all we've got at this moment in time, and that's the story we've got on it. At the time of recording at 9 o'clock UK time, or just 10 past 9 o'clock UK time, Ravello, who Fabrizio Romano has been going off, Paul Joyce, a lot of them have been going off with the Spanish sources close to Real Sociedad, have said this evening or tonight that Martin Zubimendi has rejected Liverpool and will be staying at Real Sociedad this summer. That was then followed up with Lewis Steele by saying that Liverpool are no longer going to be going in for a number 6. But I'm sure when the dust settles, we'll get a bit more information in regards to why he sort of rejected us, why if we are going to be going in for another player, we'll have to wait and see. But it's very fresh this evening, guys, and that's all I've got for you. But as always, guys, please do hit the like, hit the subscribe button. We are closing in on 60,000 subscribers, so hit the subscribe button and let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. That's me. I'll see you all later.